Right, what is up everyone? Another training vlog coming in today. We've got an upper body session. We're at a different gym. This is a different rotation of my upper lower split that I'm running. So, going to run you through the full session, just as a general update of where I'm at. From the last video we spoke, around 3 or 4 weeks ago. I'm around 101 kilo in body weight, again still pushing this off season. We're in a perfect spot. We're looking for around 1% of body weight gain per month while progressing lifts, and we're just in a perfect spot. So I want to walk you through this session, show you where I'm at, some tips and tricks of how I'm going about this actual training session, so you can take some stuff on board. And let's get stuck into it, right? Right, so first exercise of the day, main press of the day. It's going to be a flat mid press. Now, obviously, I'm going to recruit some delt and tricep with this, but it's mainly for the pecs, of course. Now, the extra stability from the machine, it just allows me to put more output through the pecs. So this is why it's been one of my main or primary chest movements. So, literally, just going to warm up, got a couple of warm-up sets to get in the groove before we get into the money. Same principle, you treat every warm-up set like it's going to be a work set. You grease the groove. So when you get to the work set, you're not surprised. Right, last warm-up. This is the one that we really make move. I think your last warm-up, and how you attempt your last warm-up, you're aggressive. It's going to make your top set move better. If you're attempting this warm-up now all tentative, how do you think your top set's going to go? So, let me see. Right, 3, 2, 1, yep. Thank you. Let's go. Three, 2, 1. Yep. Ooh. Bastard. See. I've had 4 for a couple of weeks in a row. That's the 3rd attempt, but that's the best that's ever moved. I'm telling you now, 5 reps is coming with that soon. That's sometimes what you've got to do. It's about stimulus, recovery, adaptation. That's the best that's ever moved. That 5th rep is coming. I was going to take it then, but I wouldn't have got it. I would have got stuck. That's why I left it. Just to touch on that again, this is something that I keep mentioning to clients as well. You know, with pressing reps, just exactly with that set there, that's the best that 4 has ever moved. Now, I knew that 5th one wasn't there. It's gonna come soon. Sometimes attempting reps that you know that you're not gonna get and just getting stuck halfway, especially on presses, it then has a net negative effect, a knock-on effect on the rest of the session and the rest of the progressions with me weighted dips that are coming up next that you'll see, and then also me presses in 4 days time when I come in for upper day 2. So don't take reps that you know that you can't get, because taking those reps, it's a net negative on your overall programming. If you can find that sweet spot like that and you go to your bout stimulus, recovery, adaptation, doing too many force reps or reps you can't complete, it messes you with that cycle. I've found my progressions a lot faster by stopping taking reps that I know I can't get. Big key. Right, back off set. We drop a little bit of load and we work on a higher rep range for the second set. Let's fucking go. Three, two, one. Yeah. That'll do. Right, so now onto the directed medial delt stuff. Now I like to put it front end of the session when I'm fresh. Again, you can never have bigger medial delts, or big enough medial delts. But I want to put them at the start of the session when I'm quite fresh, so I can direct the stimulus. So just a couple of warm-ups and then we get into it. Again, the key with this one, I like to own the end range, control on the way down. I don't want to let the plates touch because I take tension. If I rest here and start doing this, that's what a lot of people do. Tension off. What's the point? Keep tension on the medial delt through the entirety of the movement. First work set, let's go. Right, so again, I've spoken about this before with medial delt stuff and smaller isolated stuff like this. Like, you can't expect to progress your reps every week. It's not going to happen. It's going to take time. I've been stuck on 11 reps there for about 3 weeks in a row. I've just got the 12th one. So that's the type of progression scheme that you're looking for with your isolated stuff. Just be patient with it. Stop forcing reps with shit technique. If it's not there, just allow your body to adapt, and it will do. So, next press of the day, weighted dips. Again, just an absolute staple. It's gonna nail your pecs, your triceps, your delts, right? Just a crossover between the lot. Now, I use these fat grips because some of these handles are very, very skinny. I can't get as much grip, and then if my grip suffers, my ability to put force through the pecs and the triceps, it's not as good. So this is a hack that I started using about a year ago, and it's just a game changer. So I have more stability and it allows more force output. So if you've got skinny dip handles, get some fat grips. Absolute game changer. So literally a couple of warm-up sets because I'm already warm. Yeah, just got to get in the groove with the actual movement itself. Final warm-up, literally just 60 pounds on, 60 pounds dumbbell, one rep, because I'm going to go up to 100 pounds dumbbell. Just one rep, just to feel it, and we're good to go. Yeah, easy. Right, strap in and get some chalk. let's fucking go. Here we go. What have we got? Come on. Fucking strong. Oh! Fucking hell, man. So, there's an example of a set that didn't go as planned. Like, I didn't set the chain on the zip belt up the way I'd wanted to. So it was just, the set was off. I got to the last rep, and that's why my hips sort of kicked back. I just didn't have the belt set up. Now, the reason I'm putting that in, I'm going to keep this in every now and then. These things can happen. Maybe a set doesn't go to plan. But what do? You don't spit your dummies out the pram. Still got 5 good reps. It is what it is. You just crack on with the rest of the session, and you get back into again. You have another set, and you go again. That's it. So I've got another set of dips now. A bit of a lighter set. I'll make sure I've got the belt on properly. Again, these things happen, but it is what it is. And also another important point with your bodyweight movements like pull-ups and dips. When your bodyweight is going up, that is a built-in overload tool. So if I'm on 5 reps, and I've been on this for a couple of weeks, I'm also 101 kilo now, where a month ago I was 100 kilo, so I'm up a kilo on body weight. So that's extra weight that you're pushing up as well. So if you are still maintaining around 5 reps, so it is slow, with your body weight movements increasing in the gaining phase, that's why there's no need to panic. Right, second set to make up for it. Let's go. Come on. That'll do. There we go. 8 good reps. Set up well better with the belt then as well. That's 6 for 100. That's coming over the next couple of weeks. Right, so that's the pressing side of the workout done. So now we're on to the back movements. Now I'm going to start off today with upper back. So I do a chest supported T-bar in 2 different gyms, but this time it's with more of a wider grip, more of an elbow flare. The other day it's more of a closer grip, just slightly different areas of the back. But either way, I'm trying to nail the upper back with this, really nail the rhomboids. So a couple of warm-up sets again, to get the blood from all the pressing musculature over into the back. I'll do like 2 or 3 warm-up sets in my first back movement, just to get some blood in the back, and then you're good to go. Just a couple of pointers on this, what makes it more upper back biased than like sort of lat biased, which I'll get into in a minute. But the main thing with this is that I'm really focusing on the movement of the scapula. So the upper back, it traps your rhomboids, what we're trying to work. They're responsible for being, again, we get into a little bit of protraction, right, like that. Scapular retraction, big squeeze the top. That's what the upper back does, right? Puts you into scapular retraction. Here, big squeeze the top, the cue. I love at the top for any sort of upper back movements. Imagine that you're trying to squeeze a pencil or a pen between the top of your traps at the top of every rep, and it just, again, it gets you in that scapular retraction, letting the rhomboids and the traps do the job. That's what we're trying to do with this one. Just to touch on the topic of back placement or chest placement, where do you put them on like an upper body session? For the most part, it'll depend on your weak links or what you're trying to bring up. So there's nothing stopping you from starting an upper body session with upper back work and lat work, if that's what you need more of. And then you could do your upper back movements first and your lat movements, and then you go into your presses, if that's what you need. But just to caveat that, a lot of people, what I've tend to find with working with a lot of people, is that presses are harder to actually progress. So doing them when you are fresh makes sense, because your upper back and your lat work can hang on. You can still progress this 4th and 5th into a session, whereas sometimes putting your presses 4th or 5th into a session, for a lot of people, you're going to struggle to progress it. So a lot of it is individual. If you have got like a really, really weak back, it would make sense to start with it and take the trade-off, but maybe your presses not being as fast to progress. But again, you've got to tailor and tinker everything to your specific needs at a certain time frame, that's it. First work set, let's fucking get it. Right, let's go. Ooh. That'll do. Down set, literally shaved off a little bit of weight. It's around £10, 5 kilo off. Same again, all the way there, until I can't complete another good rep. Let's go. Fuck off. This is going to be primarily me lat bias movement for the day. Now, you can make this lat biased or upper back biased, depending on what you're doing. Now, if you want to make it lat biased, you come to this position, and I'm looking more like an elbow tuck, right? I'm really trying to scrape my elbow against the rib cage, right? If I wanted to make it more upper back biased, I'd really let my scapula protract and really let the traction happen, right? As we were talking about with the T-bar before, like scapular retraction, you're going to get a lot of upper back. Now, if I really want to bias the lat, I'll try and keep the elbow tucked and not let as much scapular protraction and retraction happen. However, with a lot of your back movements, you are going to get crossover stimulus. It's going to be 100% hard just to totally bias like the lat. I'm still going to get a little bit of upper back with this, but I'm primarily targeting the lat. Makes sense? So yeah, it's very, very hard just to 100% bias one area. You are going to get a little bit of stimulus on both. But again, a couple of warm-up sets. Not a lot, because I'm already pretty warm. You see, elbow tucked. As I say, yeah, a good old-fashioned cable row. Most gyms have a seated cable row of some sort. Like, you don't need the most optimally aligned machines for everything. Something as basic as that. You know what you're doing with it. You get set up with it. Again, all out effort, intensity, focus, you know exactly what you're doing. Intense with every rep, every set, that's gonna get you far, man. So many people are just, it's just madness. People get so caught up and just lost in nonsense. Like, if you don't have the most optimal machine and you have to come in and do something basic like this, as long as your fucking effort is there, mate, your muscle's not gonna fall off. You're not gonna get smaller or not build any muscle because of that. It's effort, consistent effort over time, coming in week after week, year after year. Doesn't matter if it's fucking optimally aligned or not. It's just, people get so lost with it. Consistent, hard effort over time. That's what you need to build muscle. And you know, that's not fancy, but that's the truth. Fuck it. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Second set. Same principle. I always drop a little bit of weight. And that's it. Drop a little bit of weight, probably be in the same rep range, close to it. Let's see what we've got. So we go. Fuck it. So, if you look at that session or up to now, in terms of direct back work, 2 sets of upper back, 2 sets of direct lat, that's 4 sets of back. But the thing is, I'm back in again, and 3 or 4 days later, another bout of stimulus. That's the thing with these upper lower, or the upper lower splits, you're leveraging training frequency. Plus, don't forget, your back is going to get absolutely smoked on your lower days. If you've got hip hinges in there, your Romanian deadlifts, your deadlifts from the floor. So you've got the crossover stimulus again. Your back is getting absolutely nailed. And again, what do I always say? You track all your lifts, you record all your training footage, and you let everything feed back to you. And you'll soon know if you're either doing too little or you're doing too much. Because you'll get on a run of progressions if you're doing just enough to allow stimulus recovery, adaptation to take place. That is the key. But yeah, just food for thought. I've literally done 4 presses, 4 back work, obviously medial delt stuff, and now we're going to get onto the bicep and tricep stuff, and then a little bit of rear delt. So, bicep training. Again, on other upper body days, I start with biceps, but this session in particular, it's near the end of the session. That's what, as I mentioned before, you can rotate your weaknesses, your strong points, whether you want to put them first, second, third, whatever. But in this particular session, we start off with chest press, and we put biceps later in the session. So, facial weight cable curl with this one. I've done numerous videos on what people fuck up with this. Again, they get to here and they start doing all this, letting the front delt take over. Look, biceps are a small muscle. You don't need a lot of weight. Keep it nice and strict. Again, you're going to work the bicep in the lengthening range. This is the hardest part. It's out the bottom, right? Once you get to it, you're going to get it at the top. You're going to get it short. The hardest part, it's the lengthened. It's in the bottom position. Again, just a couple of warm-ups. Nothing too drastic needed there, because again, as I say, I'm already very, very warm off the session. I literally just a couple of reps on either arm. as a little warm-up and a feel for the movement, and then we're good to go. Good to go now. Ooh, fuck you. See, towards the end there though, your shoulder wants to roll forwards, you're doing everything you can to stay in the bicep. My fucking biceps are blowing off that, man. To say, I've literally got, what? 12.5 kilo on the stack. It's not a lot of weight at all. Stimulus that you get on your bicep off that. Again, little 20-second, 30-second breather before going into the other side. Fuck it. Wow. But again, same principle. What do you notice with that? Intent, effort. I'm not just slacking off because it's biceps at the end of the session. Effort is there. Taking all the sets, involuntarily slowing down at the end of the contraction speed. Like the end of the set, the contraction speed is slowing down. That's what you want. Concept I've spoken about before, but you're looking at driving standardized internal stimulus to a target muscle over time. That's what's going to make it grow. If you change your technique from week to week just to have more loads, yes, the external stimulus, the external load may be higher, but the internal stimulus is going to drop off because you're allowing sloppy technique to take over, momentum, secondary or tertiary muscles are taking over. So your, yes, load might be going up, but at what cost? Your internal stimulus that you're driving to the target muscle, it's dropping, and we don't want that. We must progress with standardized technique. You keep everything, again, keep everything strict, progress as strict as you can. That's progressive overload. Again, another reason why filming your training footage is vitally important. Again, my own coach, AJ, he said about, if you're not recording your lifts these days, you're missing out. Like any sort of top athlete, whether it be a boxer, a UFC fighter, a football player, they're always studying footage, game footage, again, fight night footage, opponent footage, again, an F1 driver, they're studying, again, the track. They know exactly what's going to happen or what they've done in the past. Everyone is always studying video footage. So if you're serious about your training, why wouldn't you record some of your lifts and study your footage and make things better? It's a no-brainer. Everyone's got a phone. Literally just set a little tripod up or a water bottle. Such invaluable tools to help you get better. Just to touch on that point before about driving internal stimulus. Sometimes if you're finding your technique is getting worse and worse and worse because you're adding more load maybe too quickly, just drop a little bit of weight, man. There is no problem with that. Reset the movement. I've done that plenty of times. Done it plenty of times with clients. Just take off 5-10 kilo off a lift, whatever it may be. Just reset it. Drop the external load. Drive better internal stimulus. So in the long run, you're only going to drive better targeted mechanical tension to the actual the target muscle tissue that we're trying to grow, and then you progress with your standardized technique in a fashion that's driving the best internal stimulus. So sometimes it's fine to drop a little bit of weight. Don't be worried about doing that at all. Right, so now on to the tricep isolation. Now obviously already your triceps have took on a fair amount of stimulus, obviously from the flat Smith and the dip. The weighted dip is absolutely going to nail your tricep. So just 2 sets here is going to be needed. And on this one, I like to go, or on this day, it's more of just a push down variation. I like to use just a straight bar instead of an EZ bar. It just feels comfortable for me. Again, just literally a couple of warm-up sets. Get a feel for it literally before I get into the first work set. Just one more here will do. But again, I love tricep push downs. Again, do them right. They blow up the tricep. You just don't start turning it into a chest press, and that's what a lot of people do. They turn it into some sort of chest press and shoulder press. Just keep it strict, keep it in the triceps. Nice control. Elbow extension. Elbow flexion. Bang. Gonna be good to go. Just because it's at the latter end of the session doesn't mean that we switch off. Right, let's go. Fuck it. Now I'm going to show you something that I like to do sometimes on like isolation work, especially at the end of the session. It's something called the rest pause method, or a rest pause set. So what I'll do, I'll pick a weight that I'm going to fail anywhere between 8 to 15. I'll probably get around 10, 11 first set. I'll rack it, I'll wait about 15 seconds and I'll go right back in and I'll get another 2 or 3 reps. Now they're the effective reps. I'm going to be grabbing on to all the high threshold motor units and driving a good amount of mechanical tension. I wouldn't do this with everything. Just sometimes, some things at the end when a session's getting just over 2 hours and I'm getting towards the end that I want to get in and get out. So sometimes the rest pause method is good on some stuff like this, and I'm going to show you how it's done. Right, so many as I can, and then we'll rest 15 seconds, right back in, and then as many as we can, then that's it. Triceps will be boxed off. 15 seconds. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Fucking done. That's the rest pause method. Right, so we finished the session off with 2 sets of rear delt. Now, rear delts are going to get smoked with a lot of the back work, of course, like your chest supported T-bar row, your cable row. Your rear delts are going to get a lot of stimulus across the week, but I like to isolate them. Again, big rear delt on stage, it can set a physique apart. So literally, any sort of rear delt cable fly, if you've got a reverse pec deck like this, I just like to use a pec deck just because it's simple. But look, big mistake people make with a rear delt fly is their ear, and they bring it all the way back. Now, here, you're using a lot of rhomboids and straps. If I want to stay in the rear delt, I literally stop around here. You keep tension in the actual rear delt, because once I get here, it's just straps. So if I want to stick in the rear delt, I'm literally sticking around here, constant tension, right? But yeah, I just throw 2 sets of rear delt in at the end after I've done all my back work, then I've done my direct arm work, and now the rear delt work now, where I can actually put a little bit more focus into it. First work set. Ooh, good set. Right, so good session in the books, full upper session. Couple of nice progressions, couple of frustrating things with the dips, of course, but overall, good session. It's another one in the books. Keep stepping forward, that's what it's all about. It's all about just banking and bricking these good sessions in. It's like building a house. You keep laying bricks until you build something, you know, fucking worthwhile. So yeah, that's my own mindset right now. Champion of the process, nailing training sessions, nailing food, sleep, recovery, just allowing me to come in and perform as best as I can, and again build as much muscle tissue as I can over the next couple of months left of the off season. So yep, appreciate you all watching. Drop a like, subscribe, comment, share, all that stuff. Speak to you in the next one.